Welcome to my presentation. My name is Bekalu. I am a graduate student here at NDSU. My topic is Insights for Chicago to Improve Public Safety. Here's my agenda. So the business goal of this project goes back to a conversation which I had with one of my friends. So my friend lives in Chicago, and one day he told me something like, he's planning to move out of Chicago because he's not feeling safe there anymore. So when I was thinking about my data engineering project, that's what came to my mind. So I thought about finding data and then maybe getting some insight why Chicago is not feeling safe anymore. So the main goal of this project is to get insights from public data set and to enable better decision making through those insights. So the guiding questions: what are the high crime areas in Chicago? Is there a particular season when crimes spike? How has crime rate trended over the past few years? What are the top contributing factors to crime in Chicago? The correlation between crime rates and socioeconomic factors. So these are the guiding questions which I'll be using throughout my project. And the data source for Chicago, I found this data from data.gov website. There are more than 900 data sets, but from those I selected a few of them. The first one is crime 2001 to present. So this data is about crime incidents, and this data is pulled from Chicago Police Department Clear system. So this data is anonymized to block level. It updates every 7 days. So this is a dynamic data. And as you can see here on the picture on the right side, this is the data which powers the Chicago crime dashboard. The other data is about socioeconomic indicators in Chicago from 2008 to 2012. So I can also get some insight by merging those data sets. So my analysis approach is typical ETL: extract those data from the source and transform and load into storage, and then to serve to my application, which is analysis. So I plan to make analysis, for example, exploratory analysis to understand the data, also descriptive analysis, finally also even to do some predictive analysis using some machine learning techniques. And the considerations at the ingestion phase will be is this pull or push, batch or stream, but in my case I'm going with a pull with a batch approach. And how often that data in the source system changes, I have to consider this, and how frequently do I need to ingest data. So that's what I have to think about: how to automate the ingestion process. So those are my ingestion considerations. For the data storage consideration, how to scale data as data keeps coming. So I have to think about that, how to prevent loss of data or prepare for disaster. So I have to think about that. I don't want to lose clean or data which I transformed or in a good format. So I have to think about how to prevent loss. Also, it's important to think about schema-less or schema-full, how to make data accessible. These are my storage considerations. And the transformation considerations are, before doing any transformation, I need to think about what is the real value or the return on investment of this particular transformation. And once I figure out that, I can do data transformation. And of course, there is some technology available from AWS as well as from Azure. I can also write some Python custom scripts to do this, to perform this transformation. For serving considerations, I have to think about downstream applications, also latencies, pulling data from different sources I have to think about. And if I have to share the data through APIs, I have also have to think about API endpoint design. And the undercurrents, I am investing more on data management, data architecture, and software engineering. For the data management, need to think about data access, how to access data, the storage cost, potentially to try to make everything as cheap as possible and avoid cost, maybe try to use free service. storage scalability, how to scale the storage as the data keeps coming in. And the software engineering aspect, of course, it's a huge investment. I have to figure out how to write custom script to pull data from the API to perform data transformation, as well as to do some infrastructure as a code to automate the deployment of this pipelines in systems. And the challenge and risks at ingestion, this could be a data quality problem, could be latency or data duplication. So if there's duplicate data, I have to figure out how to fix those. And the challenge and risk in transformation would be complex transformations might lead to non-reproducibility or might lead to data corruption, which might make us lose the potential insight which we might get from the data. So these are the risks in transformation. The storage risk is of course related to cost. Don't want to spend too much money, or should try to cost to the minimum. Also need to think about performance and data silos to make sure the data is observable and be able to be shareable with other people. Thanks for listening to my presentation, and if you have any insights or if you have any comments, I'm open to that. Thank you so much. Bye.